Okay, let's go.
Someone insults you. Your heart races, your face heats up. You want to explode. But what if I told you that between that insult and your reaction, there's a gap, and in that gap lies your entire freedom? The Stoics discovered this 2,000 years ago. They developed techniques so powerful that emperors used them to rule nations, slaves used them to endure torture, and prisoners of war used them to survive years of captivity. This is how to control your emotions, the Stoic way. First, let's destroy a myth. Controlling your emotions does not mean suppressing them. It does not mean feeling nothing. It does not mean becoming a robot. The Stoics felt everything. Marcus Aurelius grieved when his children died. Seneca wrote passionate letters to friends. Epictetus spoke with fire in his voice. The goal was never to eliminate emotion. The goal was to not be controlled by emotion. There's a massive difference. An uncontrolled emotion is a master. It tells you what to do. It hijacks your decisions. It ruins your relationships. A controlled emotion is a tool. You feel it. You understand it. You choose how to respond. That's what we're building today. Technique 1. The pause. This is the most powerful technique in Stoicism, and it's deceptively simple. When you feel a strong emotion rising, anger, fear, jealousy, anxiety, pause. Do not react immediately. Do not speak. Do not act. Just pause. Seneca wrote, "The greatest remedy for anger is delay." Why does this work? Because emotions are like waves. They rise fast and fall fast. If you can survive the first 90 seconds without reacting, the intensity drops dramatically. Marcus Aurelius practiced this daily. Before responding to an insult, before making a decision in anger, he would pause and ask himself, is this necessary? Is this helpful? Will I regret this? The pause gives your rational mind time to catch up with your emotional mind. Try this. Next time you feel anger rising, count to 10. Breathe. Do nothing for 90 seconds. You'll be amazed how different you feel. Technique 2. The reframe. Epictetus taught the most important lesson in emotional control. It is not things that disturb us, but our judgments about things. Read that again. The event does not create your emotion. Your interpretation does. Someone cuts you off in traffic. You can interpret this as, that person disrespected me. They think they're better than me. Or you can interpret it as, maybe they're rushing to the hospital. Maybe they didn't see me. Either way, it doesn't matter. Same event, completely different emotional experience. This is not positive thinking. This is accurate thinking. Most of our emotional reactions are based on assumptions. We assume intent. We assume meaning. We assume the worst. The Stoics ask, what do I actually know? What am I adding with my interpretation? Marcus Aurelius wrote, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment. You have the power. Use it. Technique 3. The zoom out. When emotions overwhelm you, your world shrinks. Everything feels urgent. Everything feels permanent. Everything feels catastrophic. The Stoics practiced zooming out. Marcus Aurelius would remind himself of his place in the universe. Think of the vastness of time and space. Your life is a tiny speck. This problem is a speck within a speck. This isn't meant to make you feel insignificant. It's meant to give you perspective. That argument with your partner, in 1 year, will it matter? In 5 years? On your deathbed? That failure at work? How many people have failed before and recovered? How many times have you failed and recovered? That rejection? One person's opinion. 7 billion others exist. Seneca practiced this constantly. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Most things we agonize over never happen, and the things that do happen, we survive them. Zoom out. See the bigger picture. Watch how the emotional intensity fades. Technique 4. Name it to tame it. Modern neuroscience has confirmed what the Stoics knew intuitively. When you label an emotion, you reduce its power over you. Instead of being consumed by anger, you observe, I notice I am feeling anger right now. Instead of drowning in anxiety, you note, this is anxiety, it is visiting me. This small shift from being the emotion to observing the emotion changes everything. Marcus Aurelius wrote constantly about observing his own mind. His entire journal, Meditations, is an exercise in self-observation. He would write things like, "Today I felt irritation when I noticed my judgment was." This practice creates distance between you and your emotions. You are not your anger, you are the one observing the anger. You are not your fear, you are the one aware of the fear. The observer cannot be controlled by what it observes. Technique 5. Premeditatio Malorum. The premeditation of evils. This is counterintuitive, but incredibly powerful. The Stoics deliberately imagined bad things happening, not to be pessimistic, but to be prepared. Seneca wrote, "What is quite unlooked for is more crushing in its effect. Strangeness adds to the weight of calamities. The man who has anticipated the coming of troubles takes away their power when they arrive." Think about it. Why do surprise problems hurt more than expected ones? Because we're unprepared emotionally. But if you've already imagined losing the job, the rejection doesn't destroy you. If you've already imagined the relationship ending, the breakup doesn't break you. If you've already imagined failure, the actual failure is manageable. This is not negativity, this is emotional preparation. Every morning the Stoics would ask, what could go wrong today? How would I handle it? Then when things went wrong, and they always do, they were ready. You can't control what happens, but you can control how prepared you are. Technique 6. The Dichotomy of Control. This is the foundation of all Stoic emotional mastery. Epictetus said, "Some things are within our control, and some things are not." Within your control, your thoughts, your judgments, your actions, your responses. Not within your control, other people, the weather, the economy, the past, the outcome. Most emotional suffering comes from one mistake, trying to control what you cannot control. You're anxious about the interview result. You can't control their decision. You're angry at someone's behavior. You can't control their actions. You're worried about the future. You can't control what hasn't happened. The Stoic solution: focus all your energy on what you can control. Release everything else. This isn't giving up. This is wisdom. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Your emotions calm naturally when you stop fighting battles you cannot win. Knowledge without practice is useless." Here's your daily Stoic emotional training. Morning, prepare. Before you start your day, ask, what could trigger me today? How will I respond with reason instead of reaction? During the day, pause. When emotions rise, stop, breathe, count to 10. Ask, is this within my control? What's my interpretation? Is it accurate? Evening, review. Before sleep, reflect. When did I react emotionally today? What triggered it? How could I respond better next time? Marcus Aurelius did this every single night. His journal is proof. This is not a one-time fix. This is a daily practice, like going to the gym for your mind. Seneca wrote, "We are not given a short life, but we make it short through wasted emotions." Stop wasting your life on reactions you'll regret. Let's review the 6 techniques. 1. The pause. Delay your reaction. Let the wave pass. 2. The reframe. Change your interpretation. Change your emotion. 3. The zoom out. See the bigger picture. 4. Name it to tame it. Observe the emotion instead of becoming it. 5. Premeditatio Malorum. Prepare for difficulties before they arrive. 6. The dichotomy of control. Focus only on what you can control. The Stoics weren't emotionless. They were emotion-proof. They felt everything. They just chose how to respond. That's the goal, not feeling less, responding better. Epictetus said, Any person capable of angering you becomes your master. In 2026, be no one's slave. If this gave you value, subscribe to the Stoic Path. New videos every week on ancient wisdom that actually works. Next, Memento Mori, how thinking about death will transform your life. Master your emotions. Master your life.